What's up, guys? Your boy Jermaine Houghton here, and I'm gonna go over a couple of charts, just see what I see, show you guys what going through my mind, and see if we got some good setups for the next upcoming couple of weeks. First pair that I'm looking at is GBPNZD. We're gonna start off on the very top, which is the weekly chart. See what's going on. As you guys can see right here, we are actually challenging this 20-week moving average. It's been about 27 weeks since we've challenged this. So this is a very significant area that we're in. My thoughts is if we can break and close above this, we'll get some momentum. We'll push us back in. Our targets for this over the longer period of time would be a move back into 187.02. So potentially from here, that's 900 pips to the upside for a first target. Final target would be $2. So that's over 1,200 pips potential. Stop losses would have to go below 173 if you're going to take that for a long swing. But the risk to reward, as you can see in this, is very much worth it if you can get 1,300 pips for a, right now the risk would be about 500 pips. That's if you're planning on taking it for a very long swing. You can just put it in the account and just just leave it and come back after a while, check on it, see how that trade goes. But for those trading in the shorter time frames, we break it down to the daily chart. And as you can see, once again, we've taken out the 20-period moving average on the daily, broken back. Right now, we've challenging the old all-time low, which was right in this area here. This was the previous all-time low that we took out and made new lows. So very clearly, support becomes resistance. We've had some bounce off there, some flagging action. So we've actually consolidated for a couple of days. We haven't come back down. We still haven't even taken out this whole candle of this one day. We've actually stayed inside of that range for a long time. So I'm looking for a continued move to the upside, a breakout of this congestion area right here, and we'll get some momentum. Will take us up to 190. So look for this one at 190, and then we should continue to trend on back up to the target up here at $2. Then final targets 220 and all the way back up. That's GBPNZD. The other pair I'm looking at, EURUSD. Start off on the weekly chart as usual, top down perspective. As you can see on the weekly chart, putting another pattern that I highlighted the other day on GBPJPY. After that pattern, GBPJPY took off for 1,400 pips so far. We still got plenty more upside in GBPJPY. Euro USD, I'm not as bullish as I am on GBPNZD, but we are putting in a morning star formation on the weekly chart. Also, we have this long-term support right here, which has held price really well. Second bounce off of that price. So expecting a bounce in Euro USD. I don't believe it'll be a long sustained bounce. Possibly bounce into here and reject, because we do have a downward sloping 20-week moving average. So any move in this up should meet some resistance back in this area, probably short back down. So not as much constructively bullish on Euro USD as I am on GBPNZD. But with that being said, still there is a nice trade in here. If this breaks, I have a pending buy stop at 106.95. If that triggers, I'm gonna take it up to 108 before I take some off. Next target will be 111. So slightly bullish in Euro USD. I'm not really looking to buy that pair, but I do have a pending order. It's good risk to reward to enter in here, and my targets will be up here. I do believe that trade should trigger either tonight or Monday. And those are the two pairs that I'm watching. Updates on some of the trades I highlighted from before. If you guys remember, highlighted NZDCAD way back here. Risk to reward. We risk 50 pips. The market ended up going and stopping us out. I end up re-entering this trade. Currently, The trade went down to about 360 something pips in profit. Nice retracement here, but this trade is still valid because we are trading below the 20-day moving average. We actually came back up, tested it, broke this trend line support. As you guys can see, this trend line has been support for a very long time. So now we're taking out that trend line. Any move back towards that trend line, possibly a good short, but I would watch this for a break. Conservatively, a break below this previous candle's low would be a great short. Stock would go above that candle and you would target down to 91.05. So this is how this setup would look. Pending order here. Stop loss would be here and target would be in here. So still that would net us a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So as long as you keep setting trades up that look like this at risk to reward, you can lose 3 and win 1 and still not be in a losing position. So those are my 3 ideas: Euro USD, GBP NZD, and NZD CAD. Mostly I'm very bullish on the GBP NZD. Oh, also one more, almost forgot. Stupendously bearish on USD CAD. Oops. There we go. Did have a setup on this one from before. Market actually came out, went a little bit extra higher than I thought. That trade already played out. We won in this one. So now we have a new setup. As you can see, we do have an upward sloping 100-day moving average, but we have a very sharp break of support area in here. I'm already short this pair. I very much was watching this area for a break, 134 zone. Once that broke, I got short, placed my stop losses above here, and this pair actually looks like it wants to trade at 128. So this is my final target for this, but I will be moving my stop losses and scaling off my position as it goes. If we get in this area and we bounce, I may add to it to continue this downward slope as the market moves. But I'm gonna let price determine what I do and take advantage of these daily fluctuations. Maybe sell on the rallies on this USD CAD, but I'm definitely bearish for the longer term. Forgot to almost look at the weekly chart. As you can see, weekly chart, prior resistance area, market stalls at the same area. We have what would be the beginning of what looks to be a small head and shoulders pattern. This pattern validates. We have a long way down to go. Our targets. For my targets, what I'll do is I'll project down, see where we probably possibly head from here. First target would be, like I said, 120. Long-term target would be 121, and then 117. These are longer dated targets based on the weekly chart. So we could possibly see 121 or 117 in USD CAD in the coming months based off of this head and shoulders pattern. Any close above 135, 135.95 would invalidate this setup. Well, there you have it, guys. That's my breakdown of USD CAD, Euro USD, NZD CAD, and GBP NZD. If you guys have any ideas on these pairs yourself, just leave them in the comment box below. Be glad to look at all you guys' ideas. This is simply just for learning Forex. This is not investment advice. These are trades that I'm not telling you to take. These are trades that I'm going to possibly take myself, only for my own personal account, not an investment advisor. Don't make any of those claims. These videos are just for me and my community.